Lawmakers and family members of a teen who lost her life to fentanyl are celebrating a law recently enacted to prevent overdoses in California schools. Melanie's law requires schools to respond to fentanyl overdoses through mandated life-saving prevention and response resources. The legislation honors 15-year-old Melanie Ramos, who died in the bathroom of her Hollywood high school in September 2022. Melanie's aunt recently spoke with CBS News.
She was bright. She was a bright little girl. She was happy. She had a future before this. I think our youth are more at risk and are more targeted because the youth, it's easier to manipulate or talk into doing something.
CBS News Homeland Security and Justice reporter Nicole Sganga joins us now. Nicole, thanks for joining us. It's really tough to listen to her aunt, describe her as a bright little girl. She seems so young. Melanie's mother and the bill's Senate sponsor are addressing the public this afternoon. First of all, just tell us a little bit about who Melanie was and how it sparked this legislation.
Yeah, thanks for that. Melanie Ramos's family describes her as a bright little girl, a 15-year-old with dreams of joining the Army, and she was found lifeless, as you mentioned, in her Los Angeles high school bathroom last year. Her aunt Gladys there calls fentanyl the devil's pill, comparing it to playing roulette with your life. Now, the family told me they think of her every day. They marked the 1-year anniversary of her passing by cooking, visiting the beach, doing all the things that Melanie loved in life. But her mother, her aunts were horrified to learn that hours had passed before another parent, not a school official, discovered Melanie's body in her high school. And they've led a campaign to try to prevent future fentanyl deaths on school campuses in California. Now, all of this, of course, not happening in a vacuum. In Santa Clara County in California, for instance, fentanyl deaths spiked by 863% between 2018 and 2021. And in the state of California, overdoses involving fentanyl were behind 1 in 5 deaths of young people ages 15 to 24 last year. That's according to data compiled by the California Health Policy Strategies Group. Just to put a finer point on that, the group says drug overdoses now kill 2 to 3 times as many young people in the state as car accidents.
Wow. 15 years old. I can't get over the fact that she was just 15 years old. Some sobering statistics. Nicole, the law requires schools to have a fentanyl prevention plan, just like they do for other emergencies like fires. So walk us through the bill, what it does exactly to combat these overdoses.
Yeah, this new law puts Narcan on the campus of every elementary and secondary public school in California. It requires the state to provide training to school employees on opioid prevention and life-saving response measures. According to the text of the law, it requires public schools in California to create a school safety plan with a protocol, a series of steps and procedures to follow in the event a student is suffering or reasonably believed to be suffering from an opioid overdose. In other words, it eliminates any of the confusion about what to do in the event of a student overdose or a suspected overdose at school.
It seems like a no-brainer. We applaud California from doing this, but how about, are there any efforts on the national level to pass it across the country?
Such a good question. And we've seen states roll out similar plans. So, for instance, in Texas, Tucker's Law passed this last summer, launching an education campaign about the dangers of fentanyl inside middle and high schools there. And according to the National Conference of State Legislatures, during the 2023 legislative session, over 600 bills were introduced related to fentanyl, at least 103 laws enacted. Now, Congress last passed major opioid fighting legislation in 2018. But since then, the number of fatal overdoses has shot up by more than 60% nationwide, that number even greater among young adults. This past summer, 2 members of Congress, Representative Doug Lamber, Republican, and Joe Negus, a Democrat, both from the state of Colorado, introduced the Protecting Kids from Fentanyl Act. It would permit states to use money from federal grants to educate children, provide training, as well as provide schools with Narcan. There's some other similar legislation waiting in the wings in Congress right now. That all still in limbo.
All right. Well, Nicole Sganga, thank you so much. Very difficult story, but looks like something really positive came out of it. Appreciate it.
Thank you.